All right. Can you guys hear me? Yeah? Okay, cool. So feel free to unmute yourselves. I muted everybody that's coming on, just so we don't have any kickback. But feel free to unmute yourselves or type in the chat box if you have questions. So I wanted to kind of last minute do a call, and I'm not going to spend a ton of time on here. I know you guys have like a billion other things you could be doing. So I appreciate you being on with us tonight, and the turnout's pretty good. So thank you for being on. But I really wanted to get a little bit blunt with you guys. I am not one to talk a ton about like income and all of that just because it can feel weird to talk about it. But I also know the importance of understanding it, understanding where we can grow our income, because at the end of the day, I was telling some of our diamond and above leaders on a call today where I was saying, I remember signing up and all I wanted to do was replace the cost of my Shakeology and pay it forward with a challenge group. That was it. And for many of you, that could be the reason that you signed up. Maybe it's something as simple as that. Maybe it was the community aspect of it all, whatever. But whatever is going to push you to continue to build your team, or to continue to invite to challenge groups, or to continue to wake up early, stay up late, whatever it is with your business, is going to come from getting paid to work. Like we want to be reimbursed for the hard work that we're doing, and you should be. And obviously with us being a team, it's a team effort. And so I want to be able to share with you different aspects of income growth. I know maybe it was like a year and a half ago, we did like an entire training on volume, because volume's so tricky, like left and right legs, and how does all that work? And that was very helpful for a lot of people understanding team cycles and how to grow those. And I'm going to touch on those today because I do feel like I'm going to kind of give you a tiered idea of income stream ideas and ways that you can grow. But I also feel like there's just like some little pieces missing where there are other areas that you can be growing your income outside of that, where I want you to see your potential there. So maybe you're on this call and you want to be full-time, maybe you want to be part-time, maybe you want to be like a hobby coach or discount coach or whatever. We have so many different people we're speaking to, and so I'm going to try to touch on all of that. So let's go ahead and get started. And what I wanted the kind of funnel that I created was like the bullseye. Okay, the bullseye is like nailed it, got it on nailed it on the head. Like that's it right there. That's going to be where your residual income comes through for you, even on those times when you have a baby and you can't be working, or you're not plugged in, you're spending unplugged time with your family and you're still earning money, like all of those things. From there, we're going to go into the best option for you as far as sharing the opportunity and the products that we have. The next tier down would be a better option. And then the first tier or the lowest tier would be a good option. So we're kind of going good, better, best, like bingo, got it. And we're going to start with the very highest, which will be obviously your cycle bonuses. And I'm not going to spend a ton of time on that because this can be a super confusing subject. But as you grow your team, okay, there's a reason you're growing your team. If you're growing your team, you're wanting to grow your income. You are wanting to create a team of other people who are doing what you're doing. And that's the entire point of team building, is finding other team builders, people who are going to do what you're doing to create a residual income. And so we talked a little bit on a call today with the leaders about residual income, and maybe I don't talk near enough about what that even is. If you are looking at your commissions and your pay, and maybe you're going into your online office and you're checking where does your income come from. Hope you guys know you can do that. You can click on commissions, and from there each week you can click on that specific number and see where you made money. And I know that might sound very simple, but I've actually had a lot of coaches say, how do I know where I'm earning? Like, how do I know where that money came from? So that gives you the breakdown. When you click on that commissions, it'll tell you specifically, was it challenge pack bonuses? Was it people renewing their club membership? Was it cycle bonuses? matching bonuses, because at Diamond and above, you're getting 10% of what all of your ranked coaches are earning. So when I speak on what is residual income, that means every single week that income is not based on how much I've sold. It's not based on anything as far as my sales go. This is what I know my team is producing every single week and what I can roughly count on. Now that number is going to change. Our volume changes all the time. From week to week it changes, month to month it changes. Depending on how your team has grown or not grown, it will change. But that is what I mean when I say residual income. That's like every single week I can say, okay, I'm going to make about this amount from the team. Now, if I need to make more than that, then this is where my hustle comes in. I need to be selling challenge packs, or I need my commission to roll through. I need those HD orders to come in and all that good stuff. But the residual income I'm speaking on is coming from cycle bonuses. So the best option, you guys, and it sounds so small when you first start, but as an Emerald and above coach, you're getting $14 per cycle. At Ruby, you're getting $16, and at Diamond, you're getting $18 per cycle. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I can tell you when I was an Emerald and I made that first cycle, I cycled twice the very first week. It was $28, and I was pumped because I didn't do anything. Well, I mean, I did. I was like, hanging out with my team, and we were definitely coming up with different strategies and ways to grow our business. But that was what my team did, and that felt so cool to see that trickle effect of what you're doing and the hard work you're putting in and what you're teaching your team is starting to trickle down. And so that whatever $28 that it was, felt really good because I knew that was only going to grow from there. So as that starts to grow, you can cycle like 90 something times a day, I think, or something crazy. So there's a ton of potential for your cycles to grow there. That is where, if you're an Emerald coach, I want to show you how to maximize your cycles and max those out. At Emerald, you can only earn $250 in cycles. I say only, that's still great. That's a lot of money. But I'm saying I want you to get to that $250 because it's going to cap you out, and I want you then to move on and get to Diamond. So at that point, Diamond also has a cap. 1-star has a cap. 2-star. Every rank has a cap, but you can see those caps get increasingly larger by the thousands a week. So with us having the potential to have 25 of our own business centers, the income potential is massive. It's huge. So you really, even though we can cap in one center, there's the possibility to open up a second business center, a third, continuing that. And that's what eventually happened. I created a second business center. We built that one, and we created a third. And my husband's now we've built his. So there's so many strategies when it comes to building your business. And if you are a business builder and you're someone that likes to recruit and that's your thing, and you're a little bit stuck on like what's the best strategy as far as growth for me, reach out to me. Like, reach out to any of our leaders. Like, we are there to help you. We want to help you grow. So if you're feeling stuck and maybe you don't think you have someone that you can go to that would understand, come to us. Like, we're there with open arms to help you with that. But team cycles is really, you guys, where it's like the bread and butter, because it's like, okay, I know that I'm providing this amount of money for my family every single week. What I need to do on top of that is up to me. If I need to recruit more, if I need to hit Success Club, if I need to get more people in my challenge groups, all that good stuff. But that is like top tier. That is where you're going to maximize your income. Now, the step down from that would be the best option, okay? And the best option, in my opinion, are your go-to home direct people who are going to be on home direct every month, like those month-to-month people that you're keeping on home direct. And that correlates with challenge packs, which correlates with Success Club. Now, while we're talking about income, let me just let you know that, again, cycle bonuses has nothing to do with whether or not you're hitting Success Club. That's, again, income that's coming in no matter what. What I love about Success Club, okay, and I'm torn on where I want to go as far as sharing income growth can happen without hitting Success Club, but you get better income growth by hitting Success Club. And so let me tell you a little bit about what I share with like my new coaches when they come on. Yes, corporate's going to recognize Success Club. Yes, you'll get a shout out for hitting Success Club. You'll get a cool, maybe a free ticket to Summit. You'll earn a free trip to the Riviera Maya. Like that alone, I'm hitting Success Club because I want those things and I compete with myself. So I want to do that. I'm always going to be working towards that. But the reason I tell new coaches, in my opinion, why you hit Success Club is because hitting Success Club tells me that I'm helping at least 3 people get started in the best way possible. Now, let's not downplay that you could still be getting someone started on a healthier lifestyle without a challenge pack, okay? We can still talk about that. But the best way possible for you to get them started is with their nutrition, with their Shakeology or the performance line, and the programs that they need to get started. So all around, best option. Again, you're getting more than 25% commission on those. So you're getting challenge pack bonuses on those. Coach signups with challenge packs, you get a bonus on those. So you're getting more money than you would on a regular commission check from, XYZ product. So that's another reason. The other thing is what I call the snowball effect. 3 people you've helped, say this month, okay, I'm telling a new coach this. 3 people you've helped this month get started, you got 3 bonuses for that. You're now helping them in a challenge group, which means they are checking in, they're drinking their Shakeology or their performance line every day. They roll over to the next month, and I don't know about you, but I wasn't at my goals a month after I started. I was craving another challenge group and craving more results and wanting to continue on because I had that accountability and support. So because of that, I continued my home direct. So you assume these 3 customers roll over into your next month's group. They're now that those 3 people, their HD rolls in, you get the commission on that, and you now are helping 3 more people get started. So now you've got 3 more challenge pack bonuses coming through, plus their HD commission, and now we snowballed a little bit. Now we roll into month 3, and now you're helping simply 3 more people get started. Again, you can see where that starts to build. So it's a snowball effect of, I started with 3 people. Now look how many people I've helped. Now watch my income grow. So it's definitely a direct reflection. When you hear Carl say, your income is a direct reflection of the number of people you help, it's so true because that's such a snowball effect of what you're doing every single month. So that's why I encourage coaches to shoot for challenge packs, because you're getting people on HD. Now, let me share with you another important area of home direct. And a lot of people don't understand this, so I'm going to explain it to those who don't. Sometimes I'll see people I have too much Shakeology. Does anybody want to buy it cheaper? Or does anybody want to, I'm going to give it, I need to get rid of it type of thing. So while that can be an okay thing in a one setting, imagine if all of us decided that we weren't going to drink our Shakeology, or we couldn't drink our Shakeology or our 90 HD, we weren't going to use it, and we were going to sell it and put our stuff on hold. The ripple effect of your team themselves, the coaches not being a product of the product, is huge. And that sounds like such a small thing, but say you have created a team of 10 people on 90 HD, just themselves, just the coaches. That's a lot of volume. And so for everybody to be on their own path of sharing their journey and being a product of the product in itself is a pretty big deal when it comes to growing your volume. So you being the active coach, showing your team kind of the way with that is very important. And that's a simple step, but if they even don't sell a lick, them being on that HD order is important. So that's another area. Let's see. The other thing, let me talk a little bit about the better option. Okay, so now we've got bullseye, the best option being our HD customers rolling over. So if you have customers who maybe they've fallen off track. I know what I did. Beachbody sent out an email list of all of my customers who were on demand, but not on, not using HD products. So that means they're invested. They've invested in their health. Like they want to be on a program, but maybe they've gotten off track. Maybe they, again, have like backed up on their Shakeology, or they just stopped using it and they haven't picked it back up again. Maybe they haven't tried a new product. So I sent out a mass email to all of those customers and simply said, look, let's get you started. Let's get you back on track. Maybe I've dropped the ball as a coach and I need to get you back in a challenge group. But if you're interested, I know you're doing the programs. Do you want to get back on track and try something that you haven't tried before? So that's, if I have a customer who's tried Shakeology before, then let's try the performance line. If you've done the performance line, let's try Shakeology or Daily Sunshine or the boosts that go into Shakeology. And that's where I'm going to go into in a minute on the fact that we are so much more than just Shakeology. But talk to your past customers. They are another great source. You've already sold them. Like that's an easy person to go to because that person's already trusted in you. They already respect you. They've already, given you that first sale. So that's the type of person that's an easy person to come to and say, hey, do you want to get back on, get back in this group? So now let's drop down to the better option. So the better option, hold on, I can hear my daughter crying and my husband can't hear her. Hang on just a second. Okay, sorry. So that next tier is the better option. So let's talk about that. Your one-time order people, your one-time Daily Sunshine, your one-time Shakeology people, your one-time challenge pack and cancel the HD right away. Let's see, the performance line, all of those things are a better option. Maybe someone's giving you kickback and they don't want a challenge pack. Maybe they're giving you kickback and they don't want Shakeology, but they want on demand, or they want on demand, or they don't want on demand, but they want Shakeology. That is still a great sale. That's still many times going to be 90 volume. So think about those orders as well. It doesn't matter whether or not it gave you a success club point. It's still giving you income. It's still giving you volume. It's still giving your team volume. So that's still a great option when coming to, when you're chatting with someone. And then the bottom tier would be what's good to get them started with. And those are things like the performance line separate. So maybe it's not like the stack, but maybe it's starting with Energize, or maybe it's starting with the post-workout, again, you and your team being on 90 PV of home direct. Maybe it's the Shakeology sampler or the performance line sampler. That's a small order, right? It's like, is that even worth it? It is worth it because that gets the products in their hands. Maybe they never would have had the products in their hands. And if they never had the products in their hands, they're never going to believe in the product. So get it in their hands, whether it's 15 volume or 90, it's still allowing them to try it out, get in your groups, become obsessed with that community and that feel, and go on from there in that like upward swing of your funnel. The other is our clothing line now. Like, I know that sounds so weird, but like we finally get volume on clothing, which is exciting because I cannot tell you the amount of times I've purchased something at like Summit or somewhere. And I don't know about you, but I love to talk about fashion anyways. So I usually tag all of my clothing. So it's really nice to be able to share when it's Beachbody's line. And we actually have a ton of really great clothing coming out. We have a great line that's launched. Not necessarily everything is available on our website, but the things that are available on our website, we're getting that volume for, thank the Lord, finally. So we will get commission on that. So make sure that when you are sharing something, you've got something off the site, share that because we are like the walking billboard for all of our stuff. I feel like all the time I could talk to people all the time. If Beachbody had like really great stuff and I was walking around with it, I could easily be like, this is where I got this. Like, you totally need this. We have those leggings. I don't know how many of you went to Summit and got the leggings that are like the ombre, like they fade into 3 colors. They're not on our site, are they? Are they on our site yet? Everybody keeps asking me about those, and I'm like, why are they not on there? I could sell 50 of those if I just talked about it, you know, and we could let them swipe up on Instagram and purchase that. So we're constantly telling corporate these things, and hopefully they'll be listening as far as what we would like to do to continue to improve. But I swear I get people asking about this all the time. I don't know why we don't have them on our website. Individual programs, I know that feels like it's like a thing of the past, but there are still people who are like, I just want PIO, or I just want whatever. That's okay. Get them started. I was the girl that bought something off eBay and really wanted in a free group. And here we are, started from the bottom. So it just, you never know what that person's going to do if they love your groups and you let them in. So let them in, let them understand what the group's about, no matter what they purchased. And then the other thing is the portion fix. As little as that is, a lot of people struggle with nutrition, and a lot of people don't have a starting point. And while maybe you have gotten to a place where you don't need the containers all the time, there are a lot of people that still need those things. So if they're like, you know, really telling you, they're giving you some kickback on, I don't have a lot of money to spend, but I really do want to get started in some way, that is such a simple way to start with them. And that, again, can lead to these better, these best, and these max options. I mean, you could go from the person ordering Portion Fix or the PIO DVDs to them creating huge cycles for your team if you give them the right experience. So the whole point of all of this is that I am going to always shout out Success Club. That is something that's definitely important to me. But the people who are going to hit Success Club, I feel like are going to hit Success Club. Like, you want to hit Success Club because you want to hit it for whatever reason it is. Whether it's to show your team the hustle, whether it's the incentives, the trips, the, you know, whatever it is. The snowball effect is a huge reason. But you're going to hit that. But I want to remind you guys that we are so much more than just Shakeology. And I am so hugely guilty of sharing majority of Shakeology because that's what I drink literally every single day. But I also put focused energy in my Shakeology a lot. And I also add the greens boost sometimes to my Shakeology if I've had like a bad day as far as like my eating goes. I also I drink the pre-workout every day. I'm pretty good about sharing that too. The post-workout, I could be better about explaining and sharing what that is. What else do we use? Daily sunshine. Like, I don't share near enough about the kids having daily sunshine and the thing that, you know, the ways that we get them to drink it and all that stuff. So what I really want you guys and encourage you guys to do is find good ways to product place more than just your Shakeology. Because when you are sharing all of those things in a way that doesn't feel forced, you're going to sell more of those things. And my biggest thing with my team is always share, don't sell, right? Like, we hear that all the time. Share, don't sell. We are sharing. We are being a product of the product. We are sharing our journey. And through that sharing, we are selling. But at the end of the day, your income grows through selling, whether you're selling or your team is selling. So you want to make sure that you're also okay with that upsell. Like, don't be afraid to, if someone wants on demand or they want Shakeology or the performance line, talk to them about a challenge pack. Don't be afraid to do that. I was so afraid to do that in the beginning because I didn't want to be that person that was upselling, that was like telling them, well, but wait, there's more, you know? But I also know how many people have come back to me after they've only purchased, maybe they purchased Shakeology alone and said, oh, but like I see on demand and Shakeology together is $160. Can I get that? And they've already gotten their Shakeology. And then I'm kicking myself, like, why didn't I tell you for $30 more what else you could get? It's not, once you've done it, you guys, you'll realize you're actually doing them a favor. So the only thing we can say is no. Like, it's not a big deal. But until you have tried it and done it a few times and had the no's and had the yeses, it can feel a little bit scary. But I'm telling you right now, from someone who literally hated business school because I didn't want to sell, and went to the teacher side, you need to be sharing those things because it's so important. And we also, yes, we don't talk near enough about Kickstart challenge packs. And maybe people are on here like, what is a Kickstart? It's the regular challenge pack, and then they'll add like the 3-day refresh. So it's a higher sale. I don't talk about it. I mean, I'll be so open and honest. I don't talk about it because I'm like, oh, that's the more expensive option. But there's so many people that would do it. And the other thing is when we were at leadership there, I shared some pictures of the new packages coming out. I mean, some of those are like $300 and something. And when I first saw them, I was like, oh boy. And my husband was like, who's going to buy that? And the more I thought about it, I'm like, there's a lot of people. I have seen them around all the other network markets and the other products and the things that they're willing to try. They will invest that, but you have to share it. And some of those commissions were like $100 per pack. So we are getting better options from corporate. They're hearing us. We're like, we want to have more options. We're also hoping soon that they'll do some sort of digital unlocks again, where it's like, okay, we have this available on demand, but you have to upgrade to that. You have to get that unlocked because right now it is, for me, I feel like, okay, here, take everything with all access, you know, for like $160. I literally feel like that's just such a steal. But yeah, I think that we will get back to like some digital unlocks and that sort of thing. But we have more packages coming, the consumables, you guys, the bars. I was telling some of the girls today, I promise you, I didn't just say it because of social media, like, oh, it's a really yummy bar. It's really a great bar. It tastes really yummy. And I'm excited for people to have it. I'm excited for us to have another consumable. They're going to have different stacks, so different options for us to be selling. I don't know about you, but I have so many people in my groups messaging me, what's a kind bar in containers? What's this? Like, what does that equal? Can I have this bar? What's your favorite bar? I get that a lot because I do like bars on the go. Like, I'm busy. It's either Shakeology or a bar a lot of times if I'm in the car. So to have that option is going to be a really nice thing to be able to share with those who already love that. I'm trying to look over here at like all of these topics. How do you connect with the new clients through Success Club? I've tried to email them, but it is their spam. How do you get around that? I've tried to email them about getting on HT. Do they all go to spam? I had 4 Success Club points last month from that specifically, like blasting my old customers and talking to them about HT and getting on HT again, or on it at all, because they're on demand but not on HT. Coach leggings are 53 PV. Holla. I didn't know that, Katie. That'll make a coach active. There you go. You're gonna sit around and not drink your Shakeology. You can get a pair of leggings and be active. When are they expected to release? When were the bars expected to release? Can you remember? They said like early 2018, but it was still prototype. Like, it was like white label prototype, no name. So it might be, I would say probably early spring if I was guessing. Okay, April. There we go. Yeah. Yes, they'll have the bars as an HD, and I think there's Success Club points for that as well. The price point is better than some of the other price points. It's a little bit higher. It's a little bit less expensive as some. Let's see. I'm like trying to come back up here, and then everybody keeps. Success Club trips are so fun. I hope everybody has tried to sign up for a Success Club trip. You guys are literally the most fun, like, laid back event of the year. As far as the count, I don't know that they talked about what containers they were going to be just yet. And they do have they're gluten-free, but they do have whey. Like, they're not vegan. I know some people were asking if they were vegan, which we're like, come on guys, let's just be excited that we have a bar first and then we can get to the vegan. Like, let's be thankful for what we're getting first. Let's see. Any other questions for you guys? The biggest thing is just to know, to like talk to your teams about all the different options. And I was even thinking about having some of us come together and just share product placement pictures. You know, like how like for me, I put my pre-workout and my Shakeology in a mason jar a lot of times with like a cute straw or something different, and just will maybe place it around like wherever I am sitting in the picture, or if I'm going live, having it there, or like just little things. You don't necessarily even have to talk about it. People are going to ask about it just by seeing it. And a lot of times you're creating curiosity. That's what you want. You want, when you're trying to grow your following and you're trying to grow that attraction market, you want curiosity. You want people to ask you questions. You don't want to throw it all out there and give them everything. You want them to be saying, what is that? You know, how is that different than what I'm using now? Why do you drink it? Can you have it while you're pregnant? Can you, you know, all these different things. Can you drink it while you're nursing? I mean, I get so many questions about that. Okay, good. So curiosity marketing photos would be great. I think so too. And I think, yeah, I think it can get repetitive. I mean, I share Shakeology in my stories every day because it's something that I drink. But at the same time, there's so many other things out there that I use that we need to be sharing, because don't feel like because you've sold a customer a challenge pack, you're done. Like, that's not the end of the road there. There's so many other options for them. And if they already love Beachbody products, how easy is it to be like, hey, have you tried putting the focused energy in your Shakeology? Have you tried the recovery formula if you've used the pre-workout? You know, are you needing a protein like post-workout? Try that. So talk to people about the products. They won't know what we have unless you're using it and you're trying it yourself. Again, another really great way to boost volume is to do team-wide things. If you have your team doing a team-wide like performance line and a program, that's going to boost volume, because guess what? You're going to have a lot of coaches who aren't using that yet or haven't tried it yet, and they need to be trying it so that they at least know what the product's about. If you are doing a team-wide Shakeology challenge, everybody is purchasing Shakeology, so that's another great option. So think outside of the box when it comes to your income growth. Think about how you can help your coaches get started with sharing the products in a way that's genuine and creates that curiosity marketing. Other questions? Stepping out of my comfort zone. Broke post-grad college students who want to get in shape but can't afford a lot, especially with promoting challenge packs and mostly 3-month bod memberships. I mean, there's a lot of different options, but I would guess that college student probably goes to Starbucks a lot or something similar, and isn't realizing how much they spend in other areas. When I first started, and I remember, I think Katie, when Katie first started, that was like her age group of people. And I remember us having to talk a lot of times about basically saying, this is where I found the extra money to invest in my health. This is why I decided this was more important than that. But starting with their nutrition. Why is my baby awake? Starting with nutrition was like the easiest thing. So if you can get them maybe doing the portion fix or something small like that and understanding healthier eating habits, that would be a great starting point for them. Even that 14-day trial of Beachbody On Demand and highlighting every day some of the different recipes and things that they can be eating that might appeal to them. Because yeah, and you're right, they can't afford it. They're just prioritizing. For sure, they need to skip the bar. Totally, I get it. They just don't understand that because our priorities are so out of whack when we're younger. But yeah, I honestly remember saying, like, remember when I spent $5 every day on this latte, and people tell me that this is too expensive, and I have 6 salads, or I don't know, whatever you want to say, like you're drinking every day. A lot of people don't. Oh my gosh, she's giving me. A lot of people don't like. Why are you crying?
On leave.
Okay, we'll talk about it in a second.
Mom died.
Okay. The other thing is, I completely forgot what I was just talking about. Oh, they don't like healthy foods. A lot of them, when they're younger, they don't they don't eat healthy at all. So to be like, hey, you're getting all your fruits and veggies in this. If you want to try it out and see if you like it, it's chocolate shake. It tastes just like a Frosty. I mean, I just remember so many angles that I had back when I first started, where I felt like I had to justify the price almost until I understood what was in it. And now I don't feel like I really need to justify the price because I know how good it is. But that's a hard angle when you feel like your followers don't understand or they're prioritizing differently. But again, that's just you sharing more, talking more about Shakeology is perfect for in between classes. Workouts are great. Yeah, I mean, people who want to work out, Beachbody On Demand is like, what, $8 a month? It doesn't get much cheaper than that for a college student, honestly, unless they have a free gym somewhere that they can find. So that is absolutely a great option, and that gives them meal plans. So even if they don't have the other stuff, they can at least start with Beachbody On Demand, and then like, hello, turn them into a coach, get them a discount, let them like earn some money like when they feel broke, and then from there they can hopefully pay for that Shakeology the first month and get on Shakeology and move their way up from there. Call it Darren did was an eye-opener. The cost of Shako. I know. He's been doing a lot of calls about Shakeology recently because people are just wanting to understand the nutritional side of things more now, I think, and just understanding what it is that they're selling more. And he does a great job of like, yeah, you have to look for his because he does such a fabulous job. I think Jillian had him yesterday on a call where he talks all about it, everything that's in it, what it goes into it, just getting all the products here. And then when you see the price, you're like, actually, that's a great price for everything that we have.